Hello everyone, welcome back to Game Dev Tycoon. We are Ryan Soft and we are taking over the game development world. Moving right along, if you haven't seen episodes 1 and or 2, this being episode 3, you should probably go look at those. However, as an overview, last episode we had a number of new games. I believe we started somewhere back here with Howling at the Moon 2. We released a lot of things, some of which were complete flops, like Flying Chipmunks Sneezing Tigers, a martial arts action for the TES-64, some of which were quite good, The Meaning of Life at 1.2 million, and High School of the Mostly Alive, trying out some new things, Quest for Simian Peninsula, Meteoroids was quite successful. We had a few flops, I will admit. One of our major flops, and a learning experience, was Devil Horns, originally released for the M-Box, a sequel immediately released after the original for the M-Box 360 since it became available, was a complete failure. Sequels need time, apparently. We learned that lesson, and we shan't do it again. However, Devil Horns original for the M-Box made us a lot of money. Natural Selection also made us a good amount of money, and was a sequel to Darwin, one of our first games. Again for the PC, just like its predecessor. We have... Hello, Denise Reed. Hi, I'm Denise Reed, the main developer of the Game Number 8 fan game. I've recently been informed that your legal department has advised you to stop us, and I just wanted to say that I'm very grateful that you didn't. In the end of the last episode, Game Number 8 fans made their own game using a lot of stuff from Game Number 8. They like us for not suing them. We gained a very large number of fans for not suing people. What was Game Number 8? I want to find out because I was curious about it last time. I just remembered that. I just passed it. It was a horror adventure for the TES. A reasonably successful game. For its time, it was one of our earliest games, as indicated by the number. Anyhow, moving along. In the last episode, we have three new game engines. We started with Rytec 3D. We moved on to Rytec 4, a primarily 2D, I believe. Moving on to Rytec 5, the next generation, which included version 2 3D graphics, I believe, and Rytec 5000, our current game engine of choice. We have hired Ben Silverman to take over some of the tasking from Amy Nenning and myself. We have this brand new office. We have written on some of the windows. We have a cool board and a game system. It looks like the TES-64. I wonder if they put different things there depending on what your successful ones are. Anyhow, Natural Selection is still selling a bit. We have had a moderate amount of success with publishing deals, though they're kind of off and on. So, do we need... Okay, we do not need a game report for Natural Selection. We are, however, losing almost 100K every month in monthly costs. Natural Selection keeping us afloat for the moment. Today, Grapple, a company well known for their role in the early PC industry and more recently for their portable music player, GRPod, have announced that they will soon release a powerful new mobile phone. The phone has a touchscreen, and sports a surprisingly powerful CPU. That is going to be a hit. The integrated graphics chipset should also allow the phone to run games, and since the phone comes with its own application delivery platform, it could become a great device for mobile games. The Gerphone will be available in the coming months. We will certainly do that. We have enough to research some minor topics, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think that we're going to wait. In fact, what does the staff list give us? Oh, okay, neat. 26K for Ben, 42 for Amy, and we are unsalaried. We are, however, level 6. We can go ahead and we have $21 million. Let's go ahead and spend half of one on a medium booth. We almost have 100K fans. We're almost 3/4 of the way there. And the Play System 2 is no longer supported. We made 3.1 million off of it with one game. What game was that? The Play System 2? Shiesby? Okay. The moderately successful ninja action game. Okay. Good, good, good. Now the Gerphone, I think it was, should be coming out fairly soon. Natural selection made us 8.5 million. Very, very nice. It looks like Ben is starting to get a bit pissy. I don't know why, he hasn't done anything. Go faster! Okay, it looks like we're promoting natural selection and devil horns too, although I'm not sure why we're not completely distancing ourselves from that title. Again, we didn't make it into the top 100, but we had 250,000 people stop by. I am, of course, intentionally waiting for the Gerphone because I want to release a casual game for it. I think while we're waiting, these people can vacation. And I will see if there is something that might suit a casual game. The casual game market might like some of these things, but a lot of them are too expensive for me at the moment. None of our new topics particularly appeal, and I think I'm over halfway done. 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 rows. 10-ish. Okay. All right. We're sitting on 20 million in cash. We have a good number of fans. We're not losing a lot of them. Hey, here's what we've been waiting for. The Gerphone by Grapple has been released. Okay, and since we're fresh off of our vacations, let's make something for it. An everyone game of medium size with our latest Rytec 5000 engine, of course. A Gerphone. I will gladly pay the $500,000 in licensing costs. It will be a casual game about, you know what, rhythm might be good. A casual rhythm game. Or perhaps music. Music is appealing at the moment, and I think that that will do quite well. Polka Hero. Admittedly, not for the same console, but I like the name. It sounds like something that Weird Al would be involved in. I'm debating on well, not simple, version 3 2D graphics, rather than our mere version 2 3D graphics. But no, we shall make 3D graphics. And we will start our development. It did hurt us a little bit, but not overall too much. The engine and gameplay are important, but I don't think it's going to be too terribly important. These numbers, yes, they show the impact that such features will provide to the end product. As you can see, adding advanced cutscenes cuts us down from 100% unshown to 90%. Since we aren't in story and quests very much, it merely doesn't help us, and in fact, trying to shove too much in can hurt. So we're going to go light on the story and quests, and Ben will take that. I will take the engine, Amy will take the gameplay. All of our other things are fine. We'll focus on the engine and gameplay. The sound, of course, is going to be incredibly important. Our bubbles are flying wildly. Yes, I like to see that. The artificial intelligence, probably negligible, but it's not hurting us. Okay, we'll research it just enough for it not to hurt us. Whatever that ends up being. The dialogues and level design are probably okay-ish. Moving that back up to an acceptable level. I am, of course, somewhat guessing. Ben is better for tech, so he can stay on artificial intelligence, while I am better at design. Okay, that's well set up. Nobody is hurting. This game can be a bit of a flop, since we have a good chunk of money already. And we move on to the all-important third round. I don't think we're going to get a ton of... Okay, there we go. A ton of points on this one. We don't really need a rich backstory for a casual music game. Nor do we really need an open world, although it doesn't hurt. We definitely want stereo sound and a soundtrack. In fact, I want to bump that up even more. I want that to be really important. We can even skimp a bit on the graphics. And since the sound is, I think, designed, but I could be wrong. How about I will take that one, Amy can take that one, and Ben can take graphics. It would probably be better that way. Yeah, Amy is better overall, and graphics are somewhat important, so I feel good about this one. A casual music game for the Gerphone. Looks like we have a fair number of bugs. Boss fights. Duck, rabbit, hedgehog. I'm not sure what that is about, although duck could refer to a debugging strategy. I'm not sure about rabbit and hedgehog, though. Dear esteemed Sir/Madame, I'm financial advisor to CEO at Womoba Oil Limited in Nigeria. I'm writing because I know of your high repute and trustworthiness. Our CEO has authorized me to invest 2.5 M in Rhinosfot. We have deposited the amount at a safe bank and will transfer this money to you, but the bank requires confirmation from you. If you wish to receive the funds, you must transfer a one-time verification payment of 120K. I trust in you. We are not going to fall for the Nigerian scam. Not that we have anything against Nigeria, but it is quite well known for that particular scam. So, it looks as if our grapple Gerphone game is done, so let's see how it does. It is a new record in design. Amy has leveled up to 5, our 3D version 2 graphics, artificial intelligence, story quest, gameplay, and engine all leveling up. I am glad to see our 3D graphics leveling up. And Amy, I am quite happy with her progress, although she now costs me quite a lot of money. She can take special training. Oh, good. Basic physics. We can research saving to the cloud. Mod support, achievements, and full motion video. Very nice. Some of those will be quite good. I don't want... okay, here's first reviews for Poke Hero. Okay. Alright. A 5. A 3. Wow. Focus on dialogues is... I don't think I focused dialogues, did I? Okay. It won't do very well at all. It's a waste of time. Whatever, all games. Whatever. Hopefully we don't lose too much on it. Yeah, we lost fans on it. We are below 70K. It appears that recently a few companies have fallen victim to Nigerian scammers. The scammers often claim to invest large sums of money into companies but required a sizable upfront payment to make the deal. Those who were unwise enough to pay will not see their money again. Police are investigating but seem helpless to stop these international scammers. Yup. Okay, let's generate a game report for that travesty. And let's have Ben research us some new things. We have 99 research. I think I will wait for 100. Okay, now we have lots of options. We can target multi-platform for technologies. We can put mini games in, some good dialogues options. Put achievements into our game and full motion video. I think that full motion video is going to be a good investment because I want to release either an RPG or an adventure. And I think it's going to be an adventure. Our post-release analysis, level design seems to be very important. Okay. Alright then. Let's see if we can research something that will be good for the future. Oh, we need an airplane simulation. That's what we need. But as soon as we're done researching that, we will make a new game, an adventure game. Let's see. Of course, it will use our latest engine. It will be a medium game for mature audiences. For the PC, since adventure games are quite well received on the PC, adventure. We already selected PC. All we have left to do is name. So, what shall we call this one? It is oh, we need to pick a topic. Of course. It will be a fantasy adventure. A mature fantasy adventure. What shall it be? Um, I am particularly bad at coming up with names for things. So, how about something, 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 crypts and drakes? Sure, why not? The names don't really matter that much, but it will use our version 2 3D graphics, which just leveled up. And we'll go ahead and start that. Everybody's doing well in terms of work-edness. Our story and quests are going to be quite important, so we are going to downplay some other aspects to fit. We are going to reduce some of our engine. We don't need multiplayer for this. However, I do want to include enough gameplay that it... Well, they don't really need tutorials, do they? On the other hand, where can I get? Okay, character progression is quite important. You know what? As long as the story and quests are there, maybe it's not that big a deal. We'll leave out the better user experience, though, and focus less on the gameplay. But the story and quests, incredibly important. They get the best. Okay. I did not see who was doing what. Game market responds particularly well to new topics. Okay. I wonder if this counts. We'll go ahead with a medium booth. Polka Hero should be off the market relatively soon. I do want to try a new one for a different console. 1.1 million in sales. Not that bad. It did make a profit, but not very much. I think it was actually outshadowed by the running costs of our company. So, dialogues, very, very important. We'll actually put level design in with additional features. And I think those are fine. I think that leftmost was the most important thing. So, we'll see. Hi, this is Christopher Rignall from eGaming Check. I got word that Ryansoft is working on a new game. Would you be willing to answer a question about how it'll do? Do you think it will be well received? I do. I hope that is accurate, both for my money's sake and so it doesn't lose me a lot of fans. Okay, we did not make 100 top 100 booths, but hopefully some new games will fix that. We don't really need stereo sound, I think. Well, let's do stereo sound with no soundtrack. Or mono sound with a soundtrack. Oh, okay, yeah. We want a rich backstory, however, because it's an adventure game. Why wouldn't you? Um, how do we have to play this if we include everything? Okay, not doing that. Everybody's reasonably worked. However, as Amy is the most technically sound, I'm going to give her the graphics. I am going to take care of the world design, and Ben is going to handle sound. Oh, that made it a bit tougher to get the numbers to line up. Okay. Well, let's see how it do. I certainly hope it's not a flop. Its numbers are pretty good. We are contributing quite a lot of bubbles. Grapple, the company responsible for the massively successful Gerphone, has announced their plans to release a tablet device called the Gerpad. Tablet devices are not a new idea in the computing industry, but earlier attempts never seemed to take off. Many expect the Gerpad to do very well. And it probably will. The numbers are in fact fairly good. It probably won't flop, I think. I wouldn't mind that a little higher. Of course, the design is more important for a fantasy adventure game, I think. Okay, the Gerpad by Gerapple has been released. Let's go ahead and finish that one. A new record of design. New records are usually a good thing. Our sound is up to 6. I am level 7. Ben will level up on the next effort. And we can research surround sound. Quite good. Let's see how our game does. First reviews for Crips and Drakes. Come on. Okay, a 6. Alright. It's okay. Focus on story and quest served very well. I know. A good game from all games. Okay, as soon as it starts going, Ben here will generate us a game report. It made quite a lot of money on its first iteration. I did in fact make very bold remarks about my in-development game. It is not uber successful, but it wasn't completely bad. So I don't know what your deal is. It has in fact already made $1 million for us. Not too shabby. How did Polka Hero end up doing? It did make a profit, but not very much. Post-release analysis. Fantasy and adventure is great. World design is very important. All things that we already knew. Another decrypted or encrypted proposition. They have managed to borrow some research information that might be of interest. I will take that. We have researched hospital. Okay, an instant research. We will send these guys on vacation while we do some research of our own. We can take an 80-point option, and I feel like surround sound is going to serve me well in the near future, because as soon as these people are back from their undeserved vacation, Crips and Drakes, not as successful as originally hoped. The market is normalized. Okay. How much has it made so far? 2.2 million. Not that bad. Natural selection made us 8. We will, since everyone's back and I've finished, develop a new game. A medium-sized game for everyone, using our latest engine. Actually, do I need... I think I need to create a new custom game engine to incorporate full motion video, a virtual economy, and surround sound. Yes, indeed. We will call it the Rytech 6000. It will incorporate the best graphics that we have, full motion video, a virtual economy, and surround sound. It will cost us 1.1 million, which I believe will net us an achievement as soon as this is done, and we'll get a bunch of research for it. Crips and Drakes is off the market. It generated 3.1 million. Reasonably successful. Not what I was hoping it would be, but that's okay. Pretty soon I'm going to have to start taking out often unused features from our game engines. They are becoming quite bloated, and I think that's hurting my time. But we'll see. It's not taking too long. I think I want to develop something for Grapple's GURPAD. Of course, it'll probably be a casual game, since pretty much everything is for the GURPAD. Invest over 1 million in a new game engine. Very nice. A 1M 4 million engine. We will develop a new game, a medium game for everyone, using our Rytech 6000 for the GURPAD. We will pay our $500,000 cost. I think those are going to stick around for quite some time, so it's not particularly bad. A virtual pet's not bad. We don't have very many cues for it. And fantasy might be better. We might have some cues for music. I feel like that might be a good thing. We already had Polka Hero, so let's do Screamo Band. Sure. Music and casual is of course a great combination. Let's hope that the GURPAD is also a good combination. It will, of course, incorporate our 3D graphics, the latest. The gameplay is somewhat important. The story and quests are not as important. It doesn't need a branching story, although it can have a linear story. And we'll set it fairly low. Its gameplay probably needs to be fairly high. And its engine might actually be more important than I thought. We do want full motion video, however. So, oh, that's going to hurt a bit. Okay, I think that'll be fine. The gameplay is of paramount importance for casuals, I think. Although we don't really have too much evidence for either of those so far. We will go like so. Amy taking the brunt of this particular. We will, since we're losing a bit of money on a couple of less successful games, we will only do a small booth. I'm not feeling it. We're losing a lot of fans anyway. Level design. Shot up. Incredibly important. Dialogues. No. Artificial intelligence. No. We will, however, include all of our options. Since Amy took the brunt of last, we will go like so. Ben can take the lowest thing. He will contribute the least. So, yeah, that looks good. Let's move along. Hopefully, lots of bubbles. We are advertising our new Screamo band. Less fans this time around than before, but we have both lost fans and put up a smaller booth. So sound is important, and it will be surround sound with a soundtrack. The graphics, probably less important. The world design, probably also less important. In fact, it doesn't need an open world. It doesn't even really need a day-night cycle, but a virtual economy might be quite good. So, let's bump up the sound and lower the graphics. Oh, I'm going to have to make some hard choices in that regard. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, we're going to call that. Its focus is on sound. Ben can, in fact, take the brunt of this particular effort. Even though he is the lowest, he needs to get some practice. He is going to be contributing most of the bubbles. Doesn't look like. Okay then. Let's see. Hopefully no one asks me to hype this game because I really don't know how it's going to do. Its technology is quite good. Over 100. Design. Oh good, a clear trend towards casual games. We're right about to release a casual game. So, with our 66 and 106, assuming nobody gives us new bugs, a new record on both counts, usually that is a very good indicator. Ben has leveled up. He's catching up to Amy somewhat. Our 3D graphics proceeding very nicely. Let's see if we made some good choices. 39K for Ben. Okay. We are getting quite expensive. Almost 120K in monthly costs. But let's look at our reviews for Screamo Band. Good, high numbers, very enjoyable. A 7, okay, focus on sound, served a music game particularly well, oddly enough. Come on, somebody give me a 9. Casual games work well on Grpad. It looks like good reviews, but not great. It'll sell pretty well. I think this will bring me back up around 20 million. Wow, okay. Today, Mercanoft has announced their very own tablet device to combat the massive market share of Grapple's Grpad device. The Mpad features a sophisticated cover that comes with an integrated ultra-thin keyboard. The tablet itself has a widescreen display and an integrated stand. I know this is developed by like two brothers, I think, but the grammar employed in a lot of these is somewhat lacking. The M-Pad seems to be a combination of a traditional notebook and a tablet and promises to shake up the market. The new product will be on the market early next year. I don't know if we're going to get in on that. I doubt it. I don't think it's going to be terribly important overall. But let's see what we can research. We can research new things. I feel like new topics are good. We should invest in those while Amy gives us a report. I could fill a new position, but it's taking quite a long time to make money. Our post-release analysis gameplay seems to be very important. I may have screwed that one a bit. And everyone likes music games. Good. I don't honestly remember whether I focused gameplay or not. Not a big deal. How much has that made us so far? 3.7 million, a moderate success, better than Crips and Drakes, way better than Polka Hero, not as good as Natural Selection. However, we could... Oh, Ninvento has revealed that their bid in the next generation of consoles will be called the Woo. The new console features a controller with an integrated display. This is said to make local multiplayer games much more interesting by giving each player a unique screen. Ninvento has always been at the forefront of innovation, and this console seems once again to be a brave move. The Woo is said to be available later next year. I don't know. We might not do anything for that. I rather like the idea of the PC, and since we have a new... Since we have a new engine, let's release a sequel to Natural Selection. It made us a good amount. We will call it Of the Fittest. It is, of course, for everyone, a medium game on the PC, as usual, using the latest. Moving on, 3D graphics. Let's see how it does with 2D graphics with a version 3. Screamo Band generated 4.75 million in sales. Not too bad. The engine, incredibly important. Story and quests, not at all. In fact, it needs no story. Yeah. Well, maybe a little bit. No, none. However, the engine and gameplay, I think we will be okay with. What happens? Okay, yeah. We'll stick with that. We could actually lower the engine a bit. No, it will be engine heavy. But since Amy is technologically superior, we will give Ben the short end of this stick. No, he can train on both of those. I'll take the next bit. Gameplay does need to be one tick higher. Okay, we don't really need character progression, meaning we can lower that quite a lot if we want to. I feel like that's a good mix. Although I'm not sure why I think that, because I had very few hints. Sort of a gut feeling. I did look up some mechanics of this game, although not too much. I like to kind of keep it new and amazing. Um, Artificial intelligence, incredibly important. I probably ought to put a new bit of research into it if I want to keep doing these simulations. Okay, looks like a good mix. I will take level design. Ben. No, Amy can take that. Ben and I will take the majority of the next bit. Sadly, we are not generating very much in terms of numbers. Would we be willing to share some information on our current game? Andrew McNara from Game Informant asks. Absolutely, I would. Another, what decisions go into making a game? It is an evolution simulation game, and it should focus more on engine, of course. What a silly question. In a recent interview with Ryan Asfot, we discussed their upcoming evolution simulation game and asked company founder Ryan how different development areas are prioritized. We said that engine is of importance, and everyone else agrees because the question was silly. Our fans could have answered that on their own. Mercanoft has released their MPAD. Excellent. I don't think that it will be important. We can spend no time. Graphics are apparently important. Sound is fairly important. So let's do away with our world design and we can go back to stereo sound. That's not a huge deal. It remains a high priority. And our graphics, of course, also a high priority. Since Amy is overworked, she can take the low bit and Ben can take the high one. Seems reasonable. Yeah, why not? That's good. Amy will generate us a lot on the graphics. Oh, no, I will generate us a lot on the graphics. Ben will generate some for sound. And no one is incredibly overworked. I really want to put surround sound in. But that means it would be less effective. So we shan't. There we go. Make sure everything is good. And move on. I hope I generate lots of points. The MPAD has received mixed reviews at launch, with many of them highlighting the fact that the MPAD is indeed not the same as the GRPAD from Grapple, as it was not intended to be, I think. We will see what the future holds for this platform. It holds only pain and death. Oh wait, no, that's a different thing. Not very well designed, apparently. Oh, that is probably not great. Seems that the market has normalized. Casual games are no longer a priority. I like that we're putting more points in design. I will let that mature a little bit. The Woo by Ninvento has been released. Shall I release anything for that? I think that I shan't. I will, however, put a medium booth up since my fans have dramatically increased to their original value. I am, I think, losing hype, so let's go. We're holding on to it for too long, and while it works for Valve to hold on to games for forever, it apparently does not work for us. Our 3D graphics and our 2D graphics has leveled up to level 4. Very nice. First reviews for Of the Fittest are in. Let's see how it did. Hopefully it's not bad. Okay, go on the plus side of 5. Okay, shows potential. A 7, not shabby, not too shabby. A 7, a great balance between technology and design. Okay. I think it'll do reasonably well. G3, where we set up our booth, advertising of the Fittest and Screamo Band. We have already surpassed our previous, but we didn't make it into the top 100. We might start doing that when we get to around 500k visitors, I think. Okay, we're making a decent amount. Ben. No, Ben. Okay, the newest game of the Fittest was met with moderate responses. Yeah. Ben, what's wrong? Everyone needs a vacation. Okay, I will take on the game report. Hopefully glean good information. Someone seems to have stolen our credit card information and used it to buy a lot of things in the past 3 months. Unfortunately, we have lost a lot of money, 141,000 credits. That is an unfortunate random event. But our post-release analysis engine is quite important. Story and quests are not. We basically knew that. We should try to focus our entire team. We did. Everybody was in on it. Okay, not a big deal. Once these people get back, we can do some awesome new things. I've been wanting multi-platform for quite some time. A version 4 2D graphics engine might be good, but let's go research multi-platform things. We can research a new topic, and in fact superheroes it shall be. Amy can do that while he trains at... He is fairly low on design, so we'll give him game design for... Oh, I don't have any research points. My bad. In 2 months, the new will be taken off the market. Okay. We weren't in on that one. I don't particularly care that much. Okay, Of the Fittest is probably off the market soon. We do have almost 80,000 fans. And we have been self-publishing all of our games. Of the Fittest generated us 4 million in sales. How much of a profit was that? 3.2. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. So, what can we develop? 3 different platforms? I think I shall. Something for the PC and the Play System 3 and the M-Box. I feel like RPGs are going to be good. RPGs or adventure? Let's try an RPG, a dungeon RPG. I think we've already done a fantasy RPG. So, a dungeon RPG using our latest Rytech 6000 game engine. We'll go ahead and go for everyone. And names. What to name our dungeon RPG? How about explore this thing? It is going to cost us a lot of money right off the bat merely to put the concept into motion. Okay, it doesn't cost us any less or more to go for target audience. A 3-platform release with 3D graphics. I feel like this is going to be a good thing for us. A wonder of epic proportions. Advanced cutscenes, the gameplay, important, meaning the engine is going to be less so. It will not have multiplayer. In fact, the gameplay will have character progression, but no game tutorials. Oh, that's going to hurt. If we give it... that's kind of bad. We don't want to give it a linear story. That's for sure. It's an RPG. It needs branching stories with full motion video and advanced cutscenes. I don't want to give up gameplay though. I don't think that dramatically affects us, so we'll go ahead and put it in. It doesn't hurt anything. That doesn't really help us. However, we need to focus distinctly less on gameplay if we want to accomplish all of these things. So, I think I'm going to have to cut full motion video, but I can go for a lot of gameplay, meaning I can probably put game tutorials back in. We just don't have enough good things for full motion video yet. Not a huge deal. Oh, one of the problems might be this. With Amy working on the gameplay and Ben on the crap engine, no, we still have issues. Yep, we can't do full motion video. I really wanted it, but we can't have it. So, whatever. Looks like it is a trade-off between our engine and gameplay at this point, because we can't really do a whole lot with story and quests, but we do need to focus it. So, there we are. Stage 1 took some time to go through. The new is no longer supported. Okay, strategy games are especially popular. Maybe we'll do one of those next. If it's still popular, I feel like it's a good idea. Stage 1, progressing reasonably well. Generating lots of bubbles. Taking quite some time. Dialogues are going to be important. Level design, artificial intelligence will not. And in fact, we can probably hugely skimp on that if we want dialogues to be epic and level design to be epic. I am quite overworked, so how about Amy and Ben take this one? We can focus everything, but I don't think I want to. Let's... yeah, that seems reasonable. Sure, why not? We'll see how it goes. Okay, bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Inserting bugs, as usual. Ben needs to get with the program. I probably need to train him quite a lot more. And I shall do so while we do maybe some research. Maybe I'll just get everybody in on training. World design, incredibly important. Graphics, sounds are not... We don't need surround sound, but I do want a soundtrack. World design, I think, is going to be important by quite a bit. I do want the soundtrack in, so... Okay, Amy can take that so that she's not incredibly overworked. I will take that. Ben can take that. Amy is going to be a bit overworked after this. But that's okay, we can send her on vacation if she gets too bad, while Ben and I train or do some research. I feel like strategy is going to be a less popular genre in a short while. Okay, we have a lot of bugs to fix, giving us a chance to up our design and technology. This could be the numbers game I was hoping for, but it looks like technology is not going to... Well, perhaps. We'll go ahead and put a small booth at a convention. I want 2 more points, but our hype is lowering, so I'm not going to get them. It is a new design record. Our 3D graphics leveling up. Excellent. Let's see how we do. We can research version 3 3D graphics, and I shall as soon as I can, I think. First reviews for Explore This Thing came in. Oh, I hope it goes on the more positive side. Quirky but good. Okay, I like it. And it has its moments. It is okay. Go ahead and generate me a game report for it. Can we research? No. You need to train. Your design skills are lacking. I will research. I cannot have it. It's 80 RP. I kind of want to save for it. What did I say I needed more things for? AI? I think so, but it's most of our RP. And I have a lot of good options. So let's take the standard route and research vampire games. That way, we have a new topic. We can put out a strategy game pretty soon. We have 80k fans. We should be getting quite up there in terms of visitors. Less than last time. Oh, because I have a small booth. We did not make it. One of these days, I'm going to just go all out and put a huge booth in. The market has normalized, so perhaps not on that simulation strategy game. We haven't released one in a while, though. Dungeon and RPG is a great combination. Story and quest seems to be very important. RPGs on the Xbox 360 are great, and the play system is also great for everyone. Okay. Very cool. We have researched our vampires. I feel like I could use some training. Although I am pretty short there. Let's find out what this new thing is. No, we need to do a new game to get more research points in. She doesn't really need to do anything at the moment. She's okay. Out of nowhere, a new company called Kickit has kicked up a media storm by successfully crowdfunding the development of a new gaming console in just under 8 hours. The console, dubbed Oya, uses similar technology as modern phones and tablets and delivers games exclusively via, I think we've had this discussion, through its own online store. The Oya is a cube-shaped console and much smaller than most gamepads, but the shape isn't the only thing that is small, as the developer states that the price tag of the Oya will be under 100 credits. Kickit also stated that every game on the Oya will offer a free demo. The Oya will be available later next year. I don't know about that. Do we want to release the source code to Rytech? It is so old. Let's give it away. We will get fans. We can stand to lose some money on it. It was met with positive responses. We gained 1.7k fans, and it only cost us 4k. That is negligible. We just got word that Explore This Thing, which was recently released by Ryansoft, has racked up over 500k in sales. We wonder how many more it will sell. Not many by the looks of things. But that is a very good sales record. How much has it made? 4 million? Okay. Our first multi-platform offering. Let's develop for the thing. Let's try another Gerphone app for everyone. Let's do a Younglings thing. A Younglings virtual pet simulation using our latest engine, and let's call it is there a better one for that, actually? Perhaps not. It does not look like it. So, okay. Yes, moving on. Virtual pet. Prodemans. For the Gerphone, let's dual system this for the Gerpad as well. The Gerphone and the Gerpad, it will cost us $500,000 merely to expose the concept. But let's go. Let's see. 3D graphics. Boom. I feel like these multi-platform deals are going to be quite good for us. The engine, important. The story and quests, apparently less so. It can maintain simple cutscenes with a linear story. Ow. Yes. It can do that. The gameplay, I think, is going to need no character progression. The engine, however, is important and will need all of our everything. So, I will take that. Amy can be next, and Ben can pick up the slack with our less important story and quests. There are, of course, formulae available on the Wikia, apparently, that allow you to fine-tune all of these things. Gary White from Gamers wants to interview us about decisions. For a pet simulation, it should focus more on graphics than story and quests. We chose wisely. Other industry professionals agree that graphics are more important than story and quests. Um, Level design, important. Dialogues, less so. Which means I think that I will bump up our artificial intelligence. I'm not sure that it's an incredibly good idea, but I don't think it's a bad one. Ben can take the lead on this one. Explore this thing is off the market. It generated us 6.5-ish million credits. Amy and Ben are getting quite tired. They seem to do that rather quickly. Actually, I wish I could take vacations as much as these people are getting vacations from me. We are raising in capital. Sound, important. It will have surround sound with a soundtrack. Its graphics, incredibly important, but its world design, less so. We will not put a virtual economy in, nor a rich backstory, but those two are fine. Our sound. Oh, I really want to be able to support that. I really do. I want surround sound and a soundtrack. I can put surround sound in with no soundtrack. But that sucks. So, let's just completely ignore that. How bad does this have to get? I feel like moving the slider that far down is going to be problematic. But the sound might also be. Okay. We'll go with stereo sound. Whatever. Just enough there. A little over. We'll put our world design up slightly so that there's something there. It's only 1 minus. And I think we're getting too far on the sound spectrum. So, Amy can take that, I will take that, and Ben can take that. Everyone is getting reasonably even assignments. Let's hope for more bubbles because we don't have nearly enough at the moment. Simulations are usually more technology-y than design-y, I think, but I feel like virtual pets could use the design. So as soon as these start slowing down, or our hype starts lowering, okay, our hype is lowering. Let's go. Not a marvel by any means, but our world design leveled up. Amy is near to level. I don't expect this. Oh, realistic weather. Very cool. We are 26 years into our career. First reviews for Proddy Mans are in. Don't be utter crap. Oh, okay, it might not be utter crap. Simulation games work well on Grphone. Shows potential. Alright. Give me a 7. Oh, okay, whatever. Average of average, I think. Yeah, 5.75. Okay. These two need vacations. They worked way too hard on that crap game, apparently. Looking at our past multi-platform games, it becomes clear that we should be able to drastically reduce the cost of developing a single game for multiple platforms if we could better optimize our game engines for multi-platform development. Oh really? Multi-platform optimized? Research is available. I wonder how much that is going to cost because we have a fair amount of research, and that would, in fact, probably help us quite a lot. Virtual pet and simulation is great. Graphics seem to be very important. Additional insights, focus our entire team, blah blah blah. Self-publishing medium games will be most effective when we have at least 100k fans. Publishing deals can stuff it. I don't need them. We're doing well. We're not doing great with only 27 million from what I've seen of other people's playthroughs, but we're not using any formulae. We basically went in knowing nothing. So I feel pretty good that we're afloat. Let's ride this cash into a large booth at G3. We have almost 90k fans. I feel like it's a good decision. How much to research? Multi-platform optimization, 100. Okay, let's generate some research by developing a new game. A single platform game, an RPG for the Mbox 360, a superhero RPG. No, I feel like I've done a lot of those. Let's do a strategy game for something else. Something that really likes strategy games. Like the PC. Good old standby PC. A transport. What is it? A strategy? I know space works well. That is a great combo. And we haven't released one with our new engine. Do we have a better one? Hospital strategy? Cyberpunk strategy, hunting strategy, horror strategy. I feel like, yeah, I haven't even used vocabulary at all. Spy strategy might be okay. But let's go with superheroes. Maybe it'll be cool. DC alert. Since it's a strategy game about superheroes, you see, for the PC. I don't really want to go with multi-platform on this one, merely because it's not optimized, which we are going to do after this game release. Engine, important. All of our options are enabled. The story and quests probably are not. Gameplay is alright. I wonder how much it would cost to put full motion video in. I kinda like it. I kinda do. Okay, let's just go across the board with responsibilities. Clicky OK. Everybody starts working hard, just as the industry seems to have silently accepted the slow demise of PC gaming as more and more games are primarily developed for consoles. There seems to be a resurgence of the PC market. New, powerful, and affordable hardware, a growing indie developer scene, and the rise of crowd-funded financing have meant a slew of new exciting projects hitting the PC market. It seems that the PC market will only grow stronger in the coming years. That it will. For console lovers, this isn't bad news either, as many PC games are also ported to the most successful consoles. That it is. However, indie games take over a lot of PC gaming. We just got word that Prodimans, which was recently released by Ryan Soft, racked over 500k. Excellent. Very good. If the game were a music record, it would have gold status. We wonder how many more it will sell. Like 5. Oh, apparently that news gave it a solid uptick. We're at 300, 500,000, 666,000 guests. The guest count of the devil. We made it! Yes! Our first top 100 conference attractions at 95. Soon that will be 1. We will be number 1. AI, important. Level design, fairly important. Dialogues, no. We don't need dialogue trees. But we do want all of those other things. So Ben can take the short one, and Amy and I will take the larger. Well, level design is a design aspect, of course. I will put more bubbles into that. Artificial intelligence is a tech. Amy will put more bubbles into that. It's okay, Ben. We'll give you more next time. The Oya by Kickit has been released. I don't think I'm going to develop for that one. A lot of these games, consoles get left behind by my company because they're not actually on the market for very long. We're pretty much developing constantly. And it seems quite difficult to keep up. Oh, okay, stereo sound is fine. Whatever, let's put world design up a bit. Give it a day-night cycle. I wonder if virtual economy actually makes me more money. I doubt it. Okay, we'll put world design kind of okay. Sound. Okay, that's its optimal level, I think. Graphics we can leave lowish. Ben can take sound. I will take that, and Amy can have that. This is, of course, our last development stage, so everyone's reasonably worked. Okay, we're generating a lot of hype for this one. Apparently our con visit was productive. Oh no, it seems that Prodimans had quite a few undiscovered bugs. Some of our customers are having a bad time. We could spend the money and patch it or ignore their pleas. We will, in fact, patch it. Prodimans is off the market. It sold. Haha. 6,666,000. The sales figures of the devil. Okay, this is going to be a less successful game. Good, we patched. Analysts have observed a strange trend lately, where players around the world seem to have developed a curious taste for unusual games. As one player put it, sometimes you just want to play something unique, a game based on an idea that's not the usual military action or fantasy RPG, just to name 2 examples. I really hope companies bring some unique games to market soon. I would definitely prefer them right now. We can do that! This new trend promises to bring an interesting challenge to game developers, as topic-genre combinations, which used to work well, will suddenly be less favorable, while more outlandish ideas might flourish. Let's see how they do after we finish our bug. Okay. Not very good, actually. This one might flop. Amy and Ben, however, doing quite well. A lot of our minor things level design graphics and our 3D engine have leveled up. Let's release that. Amy and Ben both make more money, which hurts us. Special training is available. New research dynamic environments and advanced stereoscopic 3D. There is a lot to research. And Ben here can generate us a game report for DC Alert while we get its reviews. Way better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, a nice experience. A 5. You're not my hero, game hero. Okay, it will do moderately well. We need to put some research in to multi-platform optimization, because I feel like that's going to be more important. Okay, we get the standard patch announcement, and probably more fans. Okie dokie. We can research new and exciting things. I feel like AI is lacking. Yeah, it kind of is. But I also want some of these small, cheap things. I definitely can't get in too much of the graphics. But let's not do that because it's too expensive. Okay. I feel like mod support and saving to the cloud are going to be very good. And maybe we'll get enough. Superheroes and strategy is a terrible combination. Artificial intelligence seems to be quite important. I think I screwed that one up, but it is doing okay. With one more research point, we could get one more thing, but it does not look like more research is forthcoming. How did our last release do? 5.5 million in profit. Not too bad. Okay, DC Alert, a horrible game, is making us 3.4 million so far. So, strange combinations. What strange combinations can we do? How about a vocabulary simulation for the PC and the Woo? Ooh, that's steep, but I'll pay it. The PlaySystem 3. For everyone, of course. Using our Rytec 6000. And we will call it something vocabulary-y. Is it etymology or entomology? Entomology is the study of insects. Etymology, okay, yes. Etymology hero. I think I already used that one, but that's okay. It'll use 3D graphics. We are a little bit losing money. The engine, very important. Story and quests, not as much. We will, however, give it simple cutscenes, no full motion video, and a linear story. Because it doesn't seem to matter, really, how we do in that regard. We will give it some gameplay. I don't see a real problem with it. Assuming that we can Bump it reasonably high. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. The engine is important, so we might as well max it. Meaning that we'll have to alter our story and quest slightly. Okay. Fine. Let's do this. Okay, everything's good. What if we do that? Okay. Gameplay will be only as high as it needs to be fully effective. I feel like this one might bite me a little bit, to be honest. DC Alert is off the market. It got almost 4.75 million. Good enough. Hey, Merconoft has announced that the Mbox One will be available later this year. The new console is marketed as a unified entertainment platform and comes with voice control and a camera which is always watching to enable gesture control. A camera which is always on is not the only controversial feature, as the new console also seems to require internet access at least once a day to function properly, does not support previous Mbox games, and seems to place restrictions on how games can be shared or resold. Clearly, Merconoft wants to push the current status quo and deliver a console for a new future of gaming, but we are not sure if players will share Micronoft's vision. I don't particularly. I don't care for that console at all. Just after Micronoft have announced their new bet in the upcoming console generation, Sony has announced that they will release their new long-awaited console, the PlayStation 4, later this year. The console seems to do everything that the PlayStation 3 did, only better. And that's probably true. Unlike the Mbox One, the PlayStation 4 doesn't have an always online requirement and seems much more player-friendly. We think that there is hardly a risk of Sony fans being disappointed, but we will see how the new console will fare against its competitors. I have a feeling that IRL, the Merconoft platform, will not do as well. So, we don't really need dialogues in this bit. Level design fairly important, artificial intelligence also important, but we've maxed those out. So, Ben can take something on the next round so that we distribute the workload effectively. It seems like we insert a lot of bugs lately. After a massive public backlash to the controversial features announced for the upcoming Mbox One, Micronoft has today published a letter outlining their change of plans. The Mbox One will no longer require a constant internet connection and will not place restrictions on how games are sold or shared. Clearly, the different and much more popular strategies of companies like Sony, as well as vocal players themselves, have forced this change of direction. And a good change of direction it is. Okay, world design is not important. Graphics, hugely important. Sound, fairly important. Let's go ahead and ignore everything in world design and attempt... Oh, I want it though. I really, really want it. Okay, we'll go back down to stereo sound. Alright. Good deal. Now that that's true, we can probably afford a bit of world design. Giving it a day-night cycle seems like a good idea. We'll go with that. Yes, yes indeed we will. Nobody is hurting. Everybody is fine. Ben, however, needs to step it up. I will take that one, and Amy can take a bit of a break. Ben is still underworked, so he's going to remain so. Alright, there's the third iteration of design. The market has normalized just in time for me to release a vocabulary simulation. Oh, that's horrible. We missed this particular wave. That's going to bite us so hard. Okay. We'll go with a medium booth. We do have almost 100,000 fans. This will probably lose us some of those. Our technology is quite impressive, however. I wish our design were higher. The new game platform MBox 1 by Microsoft has been released in year 27 of our game-making career. Okay, Etymology Hero and DC Alert are being advertised in our stand. This is going to be underwhelming, I suspect. Yes, it is. We didn't make it into the top 100. Once we have 100k fans, I want to push large booths at the conventions. It is a technological marvel. Our engine gameplay and dialogues have leveled up, as have we. Excellent. Online play is available. Wow, we probably want to do that. Advanced body language and skill trees. Before you guys get too into your vacations, let's read the reviews for Etymology Hero. It will not suck. Vocabulary and simulation is surprisingly a great combination. Knowing that now, it probably would have flopped as a quirky game. Okay, alright. Surprisingly, Etymology Hero is going to be a smash hit. He can generate a game report for it. We can perform some research into achievements, and we have 47 left. Graphics, advanced stereoscopic 3D. I feel like that's a good choice. I'm not sure why, but we need more graphics options. So let's do it. After this, we'll take these guys on a vacation. We just got word that Etymology Hero, which was recently released by Ryan Soft, has racked up over 500k in sales. It would have a gold status as a music record. Competitors have been observed muttering jealous remarks. That's a first, I think. 1 million! Sell 1 million copies of a game without the help of a publisher. We just got word that Etymology Hero, which was recently released by Ryan Soft, has racked up over 1 million in sales. Go Ryan Soft, well done. Well done indeed. You now have more than 100,000 fans. With such a big fan base, you should now be able to self-publish medium games, which we have been doing regularly for quite some time. We made 2.5 million on that bit alone. The Play System 4 by Vony has been released. Quite good. Post-release analysis indicates vocabulary and simulation is great, story and quests are not important, and the woo and simulations are great. Very, very nice. You guys go on vacation. I will train. Something. Technology, design, research, speed, design, research, and technology. Our technology is lacking, so let's do that. Code incomplete. Go! Train thyself. Hopefully that'll catch us up a reasonable amount while we watch Etymology Hero rake in the money with almost 2 million. Almost 2 million. 2 million! There it is. That is so cool. I seriously thought that was going to be so bad. Okay, in 2 months the Mbox 360 will be taken off the market. Particularly well to games with new topics. Okay, let's research a new topic then. A dance game. Oh, I feel like this could be another good thing. Etymology Hero is off the market. It generated us 23.5 million alone by itself in sales. We now have almost $50 million cash, credits, whatever. So let us develop a action dance game. It's a new topic. We just researched it. It's for everyone. It's a medium game. It is for the I feel like it's a good woo. I don't know why I feel that. On the other hand, the Mbox One has its always on camera. Let's do that. It's only 1 million. We just made a bunch of those. And since it's for the Mbox One, let's also do it for the Play system. I don't think there are any others that we particularly need. Definitely not the mobile platforms. Not the Ouya, because it doesn't have very much power. Yes, I could go for the PC. That might actually be a good idea. But no, we shan't. It will take advantage of our Rytech 6000. And we'll call it Shake That Thing. Next, 3D Graphics V2. I do need the next iteration of 3D Graphics, V3. Gameplay. Engine, important. Gameplay, less so. Story and quests, fairly unimportant. Simple cutscenes are fine. And our engine and gameplay. Okay, we're going to have to not put tutorials in. But let's spend a lot of time on each of them. Can I... Okay, if I max both of those, it does go all the way up. Our story and quests are fine. We can actually put it reasonably high without affecting other things. So, let's do that for stage 1. I really want this one to be a hit. I feel like dance action for those particular platforms might be very nice. I would indeed be willing to share some information. My expectation... Oh... Well, I will be modest, though. I want it to succeed, but I don't know if it will. The Mbox 360 got us 7.1 million. Not too bad. We could release another sequel, of course. Dialogues, not important at all. Level design, fairly important. Artificial intelligence, probably okay. But let's put some dialogues in. We can support a lot with these limited options, so let's do so. Bumping level design up, artificial intelligence also high. Ben needs some more work. We're okay though. The more that Amy and I do, the better the game will turn out, but I do want to distribute the work evenly. Hey boss, I have a knack for security. We saw this last time. We could upgrade security. Yes, we definitely have the available funds. Good deal. I think that reduces the chance that, for instance, our credit card will get stolen again. Graphics, all important. Sound, probably fairly important. World design, not as important, but I will put the day-night cycle in. How bad would it be to do something like this? Okay, a virtual economy might serve us better, but I will take that one. You guys can take the other major tasks. We're pretty evenly split. Amy and Ben. Amy is going to be the major bubble producer on this one. Okay. All right. It looks like technologically we're progressing quite well. It is a little bit lacking in design. We're finishing up our bugs. I kind of want a new office, actually. We almost have 50 million. Why can't I have a new office? I deserve a new office. Okay, making and fixing bugs. And we're done. Not a new thing, really. Our story and quest got better. Our artificial intelligence as well. Let's see how it does. Interactive story and moral choices. Moral choices would dramatically affect an RPG. So, first reviews for Shake That Thang have come in. Oh, that's kind of bad, actually. That's really quite bad. It did not live up to my expectations. Okay, well, hopefully it'll pay for itself. Let's put a large booth out now that we have over 100K fans and see how big a crowd we can draw. Generate a game report. Let's find out what we can research. Multi-genre might be a very good thing to research. 3D graphics v3, also important. We are stacking up a lot of research options. Shake That Thing, doing, I think, reasonably well. How is it doing? It's made us 3.6 million so far. Okay. It's racked up over 500K. The excitement around the game seems to have no end. Excellent. We're advertising Shake That Thang. There's 300K, 400K, 600K. 750,000. Not bad. We made it at place 88. Okay. Our analysis, dance and action is a bad combo, really? Is it dance simulation then? Level design is quite important. Okay. Alright, I might have screwed that up a bit. I released just in time for the market to normalize. And we can't really research anything awesome, so... Oh, in 2 months the Play System 3 is off the market. Alright, not a big deal. Let's make quickly a custom engine with 3D graphics and advanced stereoscopic 3D. Take out some of the less used story and quest options. Optimize for multi-platform. Put achievements in. AI companions. And that'll be good. This will be Rytech Real 3D. Since it has 3D and stereoscopic 3D, these are not, real 3D graphics, so to speak. It will cost us $3 million to create this engine, and probably a fair amount of time as well. But let's release a sequel on multiple platforms once I figure out what that sequel will be. Okay, we will have enough research to do some new cool things, like multi-genre. Okay, we made $30 million off the Play System 3. Quite awesome. We just need to finish up this engine. We will make a new game. We sold 10.6 million for Shake That Thing. We're hard at work making our engine. There's our advanced stereoscopic 3D. We're in year 28, almost year 30, and our game engine is complete. What do we want to research? Multi-genre? We just made our engine, so I don't know if we can actually take advantage of 3D Graphics v3, but multi-genre is good. We'll research that. Do we have any new topics or other very nice things? A lot of these are up to 80, which we can't afford. We can't even afford the 40. So mod support, saving to the cloud, or a new topic. What new topics do we have? Time travel. Okay. History, Romance City. There's a lot of these that we haven't taken advantage of yet, so let's just include mod support. We'll release a quick new sequel for something. We have 50 million in cash and over 100k fans. Excellent. Let's develop a sequel to something. Oh wow, 9.3 million. All right. To one of our old titles. One of our really old titles. We could re-release Hackventure, but I don't think that's a very good. We could do a space strategy for the PC. Yes. No, really, this time it's the last. Anger of Leroy. Instead of Khan, you see. Okay, it is a strategy. Do we want others? No. It will be merely a strategy for the PC. Does anything else already like strategy? No. Let's release it only for the PC. It will be our first Rytech Real 3D game for everyone. Cool, cool beans. It will be 3D, of course. Our engine, very important. It will include all of the options available. Gameplay as well. Oh. Gameplay will not, apparently. Okay. Story and quests are in fact less important. We could merely take out game tutorials. On the other hand, character progression for strategy games is eh. Achievements, however, are good. Game tutorials are almost requisite. And a better user experience is always good. So, we will have no story and quests. Our engine, we'll focus on that quite a little bit. And our gameplay as well. I don't know, I'm kind of guessing at this point. It is a sequel on a new engine. It can't flop too badly, right? Artificial intelligence, quite important. Level design, probably less important. We can, however, bump that one. Dialogues, not important. We can bump level design back up. And let's move people around a bit. Okay, Ben and I will take a lot of Stage 3. A small number of dedicated fans have asked that we release the source code to one of our older game engines, Rytech 3D. Well, it is old. We do want fans. We have a lot of money. Yes, we'll give it away. Our recent decision was met with outstanding responses. We only lost 4K, but we gained 9K fans. That is a lot of Ks of fans. And there it goes. We have 122K. It apparently spurred our progress quite well. Unfortunately, we cannot still include surround sound, which I really, really wanted. Perhaps if we defocus those things, if we take out the soundtrack, we can definitely do it. Oh, our first game with surround sound and a soundtrack. I feel like this is a poor decision, but I'm going to make it anyway. Wow, Amy. Okay. Alright, that's a good split. But I'm going to switch with Ben, because I will generate more bubbles that way. Hopefully bringing our design up a considerable amount. A strong audience is young at the moment, but I don't want to take advantage of that. I don't feel like focusing that very hard. I don't care for it. Their parents have to buy their games, right? Anyway, we'll finish. Decent scores. 3D graphics V2 leveled up to level 5. Sound leveled up to 7. Good deal. An orchestral soundtrack. That sounds so cool. I'm getting one. First reviews for Anger of Leroy came in. I'm liking those high figures. A very good game. Okay. A 9, almost perfect. Wow, thank you, Informed Gamer. Oh, screw you, Game Hero. Informed Gamer gave us a 9. Okay, this will do very well for us. And, okay, these guys need a vacation. And I will generate a game report. Very nice. There's our 500k mark. Anger of Leroy has racked up over 500k in sales. We wonder how many more it will sell. Oh, I might hit 1,000,000. Large booth. Come on. Let's go. Get up there. Yes. Yes. Okay, story and quest seem to be not important. Blah, 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 entire team. Whatever, nobody cares. Go. Go, 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 go. Go. Come on. Yes! 1,000,000. We just got word that Anger of Leroy, which was recently released by Ryansoft, has racked up over 1,000,000 in sales. If the game were a music record, it would have platinum status. We wonder how many more it will sell. Kind of anticlimactic there. But that's so awesome. We have 1,000,000 in sales for Anger of Leroy. Maybe we'll get 1,000,000 fans. Nope, only 844,000. We definitely made it into the top 100 at place 80. Okay. Very, very cool. Our 2 workers are back. Anger of Leroy has made us 13,000,000. A good space strategy sequel to our previous, whatever it was called. Blah, blah, blah. Keep on going. It was one of our first. Game number 8. The Very Last Frontier, that's right. Yes, and it made way, way, way more money. So, on that high note, the market has normalized again. Good. I didn't want to take advantage of it anyway. However, we will take advantage of bigger things, neater things, hopefully a bigger office with better views, maybe hiring a new person, doing a crap ton of research. We are almost 30 years old as a company, so we are mature. We can develop awesome games routinely, which we will continue to do in the next video. Hope to see you there.